Hey y'all, it's Mallory from Agnes Dora by West Main, and I wanted to come back and do a quick video on shipping. I know that when I was doing my research, trying to decide if I wanted to sign up with Agnes Dora and how it all worked, I would watch shipping videos and my eyes would start to cross from information overload I did not understand. And so I'm hoping that I'll be able to break it down a little bit more simply for y'all. And so hopefully it won't be too confusing and I'll be able to get this out clearly. I will say that once you start doing it, it becomes a lot easier. So currently with Agnes and Dora, we do not have a payment system built in. What that means is that when we get an order on our party site, we then have to go to a third party to send an invoice. A lot of people use PayPal, Square, QuickBooks. There are a lot of different options. I'll do a separate video on how I chose the route that I went for all of that. I'll just talk about shipping. So, for online orders currently, I use PayPal to invoice. I love PayPal for online invoicing because all of the shipping is built in. So I don't need to pay a subscription fee for another site to handle my shipping. It's all done within PayPal. It's so easy. Once I send an invoice and they pay it, when I open up my PayPal, there's a spot that says ready to ship. I click it. All of the invoices that are ready to ship are in that one spot. There's a button that says print shipping label and you go from there. It's wonderful, it's easy, it saves your tracking number and all of your information in one place. And so I recommend that route because it's less windows that you have to have open all at one time. So I go that route. I know that some people do have a third-party site like stamps.com or Shipping Easy. Another thing was that with PayPal you get commercial shipping rates, and some of the other shipping websites you do get commercial shipping rates, but they aren't quite as good as PayPal's. So I never really understood paying a subscription, but that's, again, another story. So whenever you ship, you will have two options. The first being first class mail, which a lot of times you are going to ship in a poly mailer, and first class mail is for anything under 1 pound. So I have my little scale and I weigh things, but now that I've been doing this for a while, I pretty much know off the bat whether something's gonna make it within the pound threshold or not. I buy these poly mailers off of Amazon. There are 1 million different prints and colors and things to choose from, really cute ones, seasonal, I mean, you name it, they have it. This is the 10 by 13 size, which I think is great. I have had no trouble. These are nice and durable, but I still like to double bag mine. So I'll put my item in one, seal it, and put it in another one, just because I like to sort of triple check, make sure that the clothes are safe. So first class mail, under a pound, poly mailer, and that's it. And you pay based on the weight of the item. So in PayPal, for instance, I would select first class. I would select, I think it's package thick envelope or something, and then there's a little spot for the weight. You put the ounces in after you weigh it on your scale. I like to round up usually because, again, I just want to make sure that all of my I's are dotted and T's are crossed. So that is option one. Option two, if it's heavier than a pound, you are going to go priority mail. Priority mail is going to be more expensive, but it's flat rate, which means as much as you can stuff into one of these, if it fits, it ships. So there are a few different options for priority mail. There's a lot of different options. There's boxes. These are the like paper envelopes. I don't really care for these too much. I much prefer these are going to be the padded flat rate envelopes. The paper ones are like 50-ish cents cheaper, but I just prefer these. You can fit a lot more in these, and these bend a lot more easily, so I use these a lot. Also, they have a bunch of different, I keep turning things upside down, a bunch of different box sizes that you can choose from. So the cool thing about priority mail is that if you get on USPS website, you can get this mailing material for free. They will send it in large packs at a time. They will ship it to your house for free. You don't even have to pay to ship it, for free, which is phenomenal. So I keep a lot of these on hand. I would definitely say you want to keep some boxes on hand of different sizes in case you get a really big order. Yay! These, you could take them or leave them. I really don't even bother with these. I'd rather just pay the little bit extra and use the padded. So with priority mail, you don't have to worry about weighing anything. If you can stuff it in there, then you can ship it. Usually, even though this is nice and thick and padded, usually I will still put the items into a poly mailer before I put them in here, again, because I just like to be safe with the items that I'm shipping out. I don't want anything to happen to them in transit. So that is option 2. So you'll either have first class, under a pound. You can find the poly mailers on Amazon, or you'll have over a pound. You'll ship it priority, and you can find the free supplies on United States Postal Service's website. Labels. So I know, especially when I was looking, everybody's talking about these really fancy, expensive label makers, and I thought that I needed one, and you don't. You do not need to spend $100 or $200 on these fancy label makers. Now, if you get to a point where you're doing really heavy online sales and you need to quickly print labels, totally. But I do a lot of in-home parties. I do have some online sales, obviously, but not so much that just printing with the printer that I already have and taping it to the front of the package is really not that big of a deal. It's definitely not worth the extra expense of getting this fancy label printer. You can get the peel and stick labels. I don't even do that. I just print it on paper and I tape over it onto the top. It's really not difficult and it's cheap. But you can go either way. The labels, the shipping labels are pretty pricey. It's an expense for your business, and if it saves you time, by all means, but don't feel like you have to pay the money and do it that way, because you can absolutely do it the old-fashioned way on regular paper and tape it on, and you will be a-okay. I have not had any problems with that yet. I think that's it. I'm just checking my notes. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. I will leave all of my information in the description box. I will have my email, my Facebook shopping group if you want to join us. And I think that's it. So I will see you soon, and thank you for watching. Bye.